Hello everybody and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're going to be checking out something called You Never Call. This is an LD30 game with the theme Connected Worlds by developers David Selassie, Nathan Hinchey, and art by Cosmo Ray and Helen Eep. This is a very kind of cool, simple puzzle game where what we're going to be trying to do is create situations where a family can get back together and be reunited in this metaphorical post-apocalyptic scenario. What I think is kind of unique about this game is, well, the presentation, for one thing, really sells me on it. And number two, I think this has a massive amount of potential in terms of where this could go as like a long-form story. Because right now, really all we're presented with is the metaphor here, but since the game is titled You Never Call, I think it's fairly easy to just extend the concept here from what we're looking at, which is literally islands with little various buildings on them, to a family separated by strife and whatever issues they happen to be going through. So our goal here is we want to try and get everybody together wherever we can. Certain family members gravitate to certain buildings, and what we have to do is, at the bottom there, it says current number of bridges 13, max number of bridges and turn. So we need to actually remove one of these bridges, but we can also remove as many as we'd like. So I'm going to click on this one back here. It's going to burn up in flames, literally burning bridges, as it were, you know, again, extending the metaphor. If I were to also, though, click and drag across this expanse, then you would have a new bridge. So we can do whatever we need to do. We can form or delete bridges as need be. So I'm going to delete that one, actually, and then I'm going to hit spacebar, and we'll see where people go for the first turn, because we need to try to determine where the people want to stay. Alright, so everybody's kind of gravitating sort of toward the central island, where there isn't really any building for some reason. They're kind of making my job a little easy, so I'm actually just going to remove all the bridges here to force them on this path. So you can see now, we've only got a couple of family members left, and they happen to be over at this little pavilion thing here. I don't know if this person is standing on that bridge. I really hope not, though, because if I delete this, will they fall? Well, I'm going to have to assume not, right, since I can remake the bridge? Yeah, okay, we're good. So actually, let's just get rid of all the bridges except for the one that goes from that island to the other one. So the goal is here to get everybody back together if possible, but it's not always as easy as this, because I've had some sort of strange AI patterns that, in this case, well, made things extremely easy. This is my third game of this, and I have actually been able to replicate this scenario once before, but it didn't quite happen quite this smoothly. So I'm going to actually press spacebar a whole bunch of times now, and let the turns run out. Game over, you brought 6 family members together, space to play again. So there's not really like a huge fanfare or anything, but as you know, with LD games, they're made in just 48 hours generally, and so, you know, you have a pretty good chance at getting a concept down, but having the elaborated flourishes on things, unfortunately, never, well, very rarely seems to come to fruition, and I have no ill will harbored whatsoever towards any developer that can't pull together a game with fantastic presentation and all kinds of extraneous flourishes. I actually think they did a really good job with the presentation in this. I really like the graphics, I like the art style, I like the fact that we've got this metaphor that's very literally brought to life. We've got even little details like the birds and the clouds going by. Great soundtrack to it. It's really kind of moody and sells you on, you know, the seriousness of the situation without being too overwrought, I'd say. So I'm actually going to take a different move this time. Let's start by deleting this bridge and this... Wait, is that like a dog over there? What is this little... There's like a little orange blob. Is that a dog or a cat? I don't even think I noticed that that was a thing before. So maybe I didn't actually win last time, because I'm not sure if the animal was maybe part of the scenario. So that makes things a lot more difficult then. I didn't actually think about that. So let's try and funnel people together in a better way. They all kind of want to hang out at the Meats with a Z store up at the top today. Let's get them, okay, off of that area. Oh, there's still another person over here. So this is a better example of what the gameplay should be a little bit more like. This animal, if this is an animal and not just my imagination, I'm pretty sure it is. It does not want to move from that spot, which is going to make things very difficult, because how can you bring together a family that simply won't move? They're being stubborn this day. Get rid of that one. Where can we agree to stick around? Doesn't seem like anybody wants to agree to stay anywhere, really. Okay, we're running out of bridges. I think we're going to have to start making some very difficult decisions here. This is the last one that I can cut, where no one will be affected. But, I mean, I can make new bridges. It's just they don't seem to care. I wonder maybe if I made a certain bridge to a certain area, if that would make the decisions easier. Nope, nobody wants to move from there. Okay, maybe we'll do one of these. Get rid of that. Somebody's gonna get stuck here. Let's just see if anybody moves from the meat store. We'll get rid of that. Okay, they did actually move from the meat store, so I guess I found the right spot. But I am just about out of options here. Oh, okay. They moved, but we've got these little discrete groups here. We've got a 2, a 2, and a 3 happening, which is about as badly fragmented as you could expect at this stage of the game. So I'm actually over in bridges. I don't think these guys are going to move from the one side. I mean, all I can really do, though, is this, and that made it worse. Okay, everybody can't make up their mind today, and it's super sad. Well, I guess I could hope that this guy might go over with them, and yeah, that'll at least make a group of 4. So I brought 4 family members together, but still haven't quite seen everybody in one spot at the same time, right? Is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, 7 is the total number we're after here. So what I'm seeing in terms of like progression of what I'd love to see later on, if the developers wanted to continue this on further, I would love to see like a little bit of backing story going on, maybe some sort of comic panels or some sort of an illustration of maybe some of the issues that this family's facing, just to give you some sort of personal moments so you can maybe relate to the characters and some of the stuff that they're going through a little bit more. And I could even see this becoming, you know, an evolving narrative as we go from collecting people together, and then maybe something changes, and then all of a sudden, you know, there's a new puzzle to do. Maybe not to the degree of like a Professor Layton style thing, but like just a smaller, you know, maybe an hour-long narrative of all the various struggles and metaphors that this family might go through. So I've got plenty of turns to burn here. See if anybody wants to hang out together. No, this person seems very confused. Oh, this poor animal just won't move off this island. I want to get them all back together. They all seem to like the center, though, and I'm not sure quite why. What if I do one of these? Oh, we're already out of bridges. I burned my turn so fast this time. Yeah, I don't think we're going to end up with any kind of resolution or closure, sadly. But I did bring 5 family members together. We've got, like, the daughter and the cat separated. That's so sad. Anyway, there's not a whole lot more to go into on this one, other than I'd just love to see more from this group of developers. This is a pretty cool game, and one of the ones that I'm sad that I missed on my first passover of the LD30 competition. So, you know, as much as I try to find everything, you know, there's always a few that slip through the cracks. So, you know, if you can, feel free to leave me some comments anytime that these LD competitions go up of some ones that you found that you feel are kind of like hidden gems out of the group, because I try to check out every single one that I can as far as the grouping, but you know, there's 2,000 plus games that show up in the space of a few days, so there's always going to be 1 or 2 I missed, if not 20 that I missed, but you know, I'll try my best. Anyway, that was You Never Call. Definitely cool, definitely recommend it if you want to check this out yourself. Link's going to be right in the description, as it always is. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like on it. It helps me out a whole bunch. And be sure to come back again tomorrow, as new episodes of Indie Impressions go up every single day. So I thank you very, very much for watching, continuing to support the show. We're actually getting near, I think, the 950 episode mark, so we're rounding the last turn towards the 1,000 episodes mark. And with your continued support, we'll keep on trucking. So thanks, everybody, for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.